So I will ask questions first to Yang Jianxin, or Tony Yang, or Antonio Maestrado Lim. Mr. Yang, kailan po kayo dumating sa Pilipinas? When did you come to the Philippines?
请问杨先生，您什么时候过来菲律宾？
我大概是在1998还是1999年。
That was around 1998 or 1999.
So 1998 or 1999, you have been here for a quarter of a century or 26 years.
Yes, that's correct. Around 25 to 26 years.
Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa kayo marunong mag-Pilipino?
Tagalog, Bisaya, may kunti-kunti. Ganyan.
Yes, Tagalog, Bisaya, only a few. A mix of everything.
Ganyan din yung sagot ni Michael Yang sa amin nung Farmally Investigation. Sa tagal na niya dito, hindi pa rin marunong mag-Pilipino o Bisaya ng fluent.
Madam Chair,
Anyway, yes, SP Pro Tempore.
maybe we can ask Senator Gatchalian to confirm if he's really telling the truth.
We'll let the interpreter do her job, Mr. President.
I agree, Senator Sherwin. Thank you, Senator Sherwin and SP President Pro Tempore. So, Mr. Tony Yang, you confirm that you are a Chinese national? Kinukumpirma nyo na Chino ang nationality nyo? Your mic, please, Ms. Caroline.
我确认。
Yes, I confirm.
You confirm. So, do you also have a Philippine passport?
I don't have a Philippine passport. None.
You don't. I heard differently. Do you have a Chinese passport?
Yes, I have a Chinese passport.
You have a Chinese passport. Ito po, ifa-flash ko ngayon, birth certificate po ninyo. So, at ito birth certificate nyo dito sa Pilipinas. Late registration rin. O, nirehistro po ito sir, noong 2004. So, just 15 years, 16 years after you arrived here. Ibig sabihin, 34 years old na kayo nung na-register ang birth certificate nyo. You recognize this?
I actually could not understand English. What I remember is that when I was here, when I was 2 to 3 years old, it was my grandfather who helped me come up with this birth certificate.
You were not here when you were 2 to 3 years old, Mr. Yang. Sabi nyo dumating kayo 1998 or 1999. And then 2004 pa itong rehistro, 34 years old na po kayo. And then now you're telling us it was your grandfather who late registered your live birth. So it looks to me, Mr. Yang, the birth certificate is fake. Remember, you are answering under oath. Miss Caroline, please.
That during that time, it was my grandfather who helped me come up with this birth certificate, and I'm not sure, maybe he did this for the convenience of the business here.
Similar story as Guo Huaping, similar story as revealed by the SP Pro Tempore about Cassandra Leong. We will ask the Philippine Statistics Authority to investigate if, like theirs, your Philippine birth certificate is also irregular. Dahil lumalabas, the birth certificate is fake. Mr. Yang, sabi nyo nga, you are a Chinese national, sabi nyo wala kayong Philippine passport. Ba't kayo nagpapanggap na Pilipino?
During that time, it was my grandfather who helped me process this birth certificate. I am not aware of this. Maybe he was thinking that it was for my convenience so that I can build a business here.
Ano ba talaga ang totoong pangalan nyo, Mr. Yang? Let me show you yung ACR application form nyo. O, pinafa-follow up ni SP President Pro Tempore. Ano bang totoong pangalan nyo, Mr. Yang?
I am Yang Jianxin.
Yang Jianxin, as I read from your nameplate. But look at this. Tingnan nyo Ito yung ACR application nyo. Diyan, Yang Jianxin nga kayo. Pero merong ding LTO, Driver's License Application. Papakita din po namin. Dito naman, pangalan nyo, Antonio Maestrado Lim. Ito pa, Taxpayers Identification Number, application. May TIN pa. So ito, sa mga Pilipino, dito naman, iba na naman ang pangalan nyo. Antonio Lim. So alin sa mga ito ang totoong pangalan nyo?
Since I do not know how to speak English, what I only know is that I am called Antonio Lim. They call me Antonio Lim. That's what they call me.
Before I continue questioning Mr. Yang, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Majority Leader, Senator Francis. Salamat sa pagdalo. Sir, bakit ba pa iba-iba pa yung pangalan na ginagamit nyo sa mga official documents? Minsan kayo si Yang Chansin, minsan Tony Yang kayo, minsan naman Antonio Maestrado Lim. Bakit iniiba-iba ninyo yung pangalan nyo sa official documents?
In the government documents, I only use Antonio Lim and no other name.
May pinakita kaming iba. Yung alien registration application nyo sa Republika ng Pilipinas, Yang Jianqin. Dun sa LTO driver's license application na sinabit nyo sa Republika, you were Tony Yang, the previous slide. Doon naman, dito naman sa TIN application nyo, Antonio Maestrado Lim. Hindi totoo na isang pangalan lang ginagamit nyo, iniiba-iba ninyo. And you have profited from changing your name and your nationality dito sa iba't ibang submissions nyo. At your convenience, talagang for convenience, gaya ng sinabi nyo tungkol sa lolo nyo. You're only Filipino when it benefits you. Miss Carolyn.
Yes, because the initial intention of my grandfather is for me to start a business here. That's why I use an English name so that I can also apply for business permits, for other documentations that will be needed for the business.
Precisely. So, for the record, Mr. Yang has confirmed that he is also Antonio Maestrado Lim, aside from Tony Yang, aside from Yang Chansin. At di ako makapaniwala, quarter of a century na kayo dito sa Pilipinas, sa Cagayan de Oro included, at di pa kayo marunong mag-Bisaya fluently o Filipino fluently. Dili ako buang para maniwala dyan.
Madam
Mr.
Chair, Madam
Yang.
Chair, can I just clarify
Senator
one thing?
Joel, one
Can
thing.
I just clarify, Caroline, if you can relay this message? Is it still your grandfather who applied for the TIN, for the LTO and ACR, as you previously mentioned for your certificate of live birth? Yung grandfather mo pa rin ba yung nag-apply para sa'yo at this point in time na ganito ka ng katanda?
Miss Carolyn.
No, it was not. It was not processed by my grandfather. It was me who processed these other documents.
So obviously, Madam
Precisely,
Chair,
yes.
exactly, obviously, ginagamit mo yung iba-ibang pangalan, gaya ng minana mo sa kiniklaim mo na grandfather mo, para sa convenience mo, at ikaw na nagsabi nun, para sa negosyo mo, at paiba-iba ka ng pangalan dahil illegal yung mga negosyo mo. Yung mga negosyo mo gumagawa ng criminal activities. Isang tanong na lang. Can I just one, Madam Chair?
One more and
Yes,
then the chair will
yes.
continue her question.
Yes, what about yung mga gun permits mo? Permit to carry mo? Pare-pareho din ba yung pangalan mo? Meron ka bang mga gun permits? Kasi nung nahuli ka sa Cagayan de Oro, may 6 na baril na possession mo.
Miss Carolyn.
I use Antonio Lim for that permit.
For
Madam
all
Chair,
6.
I just wanted to put on record, last na po ito, hindi Pilipino. Tapos, may TIN, may LTO, may ACR na iba-iba yung pangalan. May 6 na baril na nakuha. Hindi natin alam kung ilan ang baril nito, Madam Chair. Pero hindi Pilipino. Hindi makapagsalita ng Tagalog ng Pilipino, hindi makasalita ng Bisaya. Tapos dito naghahasik ng lagim sa bansa natin. Dito lang sa Senado, napaka-weird na ganito yung sitwasyon na may interpreter tayo. Nakakalungkot para tayong binabalasubas dito, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Senator Joel. So, Mr. Yang, or kung ano man yung totoong pangalan nyo, bakit ba kayo pumunta sa Pilipinas?
During that time, it was my maternal grandfather who invited me to come here to join them in the Philippines to open up a business.
Madam
At
Chair.
saan kayo ipinanganak? And then I will call the SP Pro Tempore. Saan kayo pinanganak?
I was born in China in Futian.
How do you spell that?
Futian, and that means in Fukien province.
Fukien Province. Which city there?
Futian Nali,
晋江
in Xinjiang.
晋江市
X-I-N,
Jin.
J-I-N,
Jiang.
Xinjiang. SP Pro Tempore?
Why did
For
you,
one
Why
question.
do you have a birth certificate, a live birth certificate, when you were born in China?
Yes, it was my maternal grandfather who helped me process the birth certificate for the first during the third or fourth year that I came here in the Philippines.
And your... Yes, SP Pro Tempore.
Tingin mo nga kung buhay pa yung lolo niya.
So my grandfather, he passed away around 10 years ago.
Eh, kaya niya ginagamit dahil patay na eh. You are always using your grandmother or your grandfather because they are already dead. How can we ask them questions? If indeed it's true that they processed all your fake documents here.
And Mr. Yang, ang nakalagay sa birth certificate nyo, place of birth, Misamis Oriental. Eh, you just told us pinanganak kayo sa Xinjiang, sa Fukien Province. So, a lie on the birth certificate, isa pang patunay na irregular yung birth certificate nyo. Mr. Yang, klaro po sa komite namin na peke yung birth certificate nyo. Peke yung pagka-Pilipino ninyo. Inaamin mo na nagpapanggap ka lamang na Pilipino para magkapera dito sa Pilipinas. You've been deceiving this country for the last 26 years. And speaking of the illegal activities, dako na ako sa mga tanong ko sa inyo sa POGOs, Mr. Yang. Napakamarami pong kumpanya at negosyong nakarehistro sa inyo. Ito, ipapakita namin dito. Ito, Corporations of Antonio Maestrado Lim with SEC documents. Businesses, trade names associated with Antonio Maestrado Lim's taxpayer's identification number. Pwede mo bang ikwento sa amin kung paano kayo nagsimula? Saan galing yung puhunan ninyo? At paano kayo kumikita ng pera ngayon? Gamit na rin itong lahat ng mga kumpanyang ito.
Let me just answer the first question, how it started. Okay.
Okay.
So when I came here in the Philippines, I stayed for 5 to 6 months in Manila. And then it was my grandfather who told me to go to Cagayan de Oro to open up a business. Because according to him, there was less competition in CDO because there was less Chinese. And my grandfather's relative also asked him to call me to help him in his business. And it was a textile or the textile industry. RTW.
And saan galing yung puhunan ninyo para sa lahat ng mga kumpanyang ito? Hindi pa nga ito yung kompleto eh. At several dito, Yangtze ang pangalan. Yangtze Sky One Condo Hotel. Yung YHJ, baka yung Y dyan, Yangtze din. May Yangtze Rice Mill. Tulad ng mga kumpanya ni Michael Yang nung formally investigation namin dito. Saan nyo nakuha yung puhunan para sa lahat ng negosyong ito?
Okay, so I could not remember clearly, but my grandfather, when I came here, he gave me around 600 to 800,000 pesos as capital for establishing these businesses. And then afterwards, I slowly developed, I slowly grew, and I already have the rice business, and also the steel factory, and also the tire factory.
Pareho kayo ni Go Huaping, binigyan ng, kung hindi ng tatay, binigyan ng lolo ng puhunan para makapagsimula ng negosyo. Eh ngayon, paano kayo kumikita ng pera sa ngayon?
Okay. Okay, so once again, so right now, I got my income from the rice business, from the steel, and also the tire factory.
Sangkot po ba kayo sa negosyo ng Pogo o kahit na anumang business associated sa Pogo?
Right now, I don't have any related business with the Pogo.
Right now, how about before? Did you have any Pogo business or Pogo-related business?
Okay, so before I had transaction with the Pogo company for renting out a condo unit for them, and
All right, please continue, Miss Caroline.
the name
Yes,
that
the
I
name.
had a transaction with is Chiu Shui.
How do you spell?
Chiu Shui. It's like JIUSHUI.
All right. What about Oro One? Oro One is a Pogo service provider. Inaamin nyo ba na presidente kayo ng Oro One?
I'm actually not sure about the name of the company, if it's Or1, but what I can remember is perhaps during that time when they were opening, they needed a business permit. They needed to apply for a business or operating permit. That's why my name was there.
Sir, masyado kayong high level para gawing dummy, nino man. I don't think na may not sure dito. I don't think na may maybe dito. Kasi ito pinapakita namin, PAGCOR license issued to Oro One bilang Pogo service provider ng Sonway Technologies Inc. Kilala nyo ba si Wei Xiong-lin?
I don't know him.
You don't know him. Mukhang pinagpalit lang yung pangalan niya sa Sonway Technologies, kung saan service provider ang Oro One, kung saan presidente kayo dito sa official document na ito ng PAGCOR. Ipakita ko sa inyo yung letrato ni Wei Xiong-lin o Alan Lim mula sa aming dating investigasyon sa Pharmaly ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Dito rin sa Senado. Do you remember him now?
Which one there in the picture?
如果有照片，
Yung katabi dyan sa letrato.
是那个
Kaliwa, dito
在
sa
左
big
边，
photo.
在左边。
这个我有见过，这个有见过。
The one on the left, I have met him.
So you have met. Kilala nyo si
Oh.
Wei Xiong-lin.
Okay.
Paano nyo siya kilala?
Yes, I think I have met him during some Chinese social events. For example, like wedding or any kind of events with the Chinese people.
Okay. Pero iba pa to. Yung mga photos na to, hindi lang siya social events, business events talaga. Mr. Yang, sino ang boss nyo? Kanino kayo nagre-report?
None. I don't have a boss. I don't report to anyone.
So kayo ang pinaka-boss.
哦，
你是大
Okay,
老板了，
klaro. Everyone else reports to you.
所以所有的人就在对你报告。
就是我的生意，就是我都没有对别人报告啊，没有。
And because these are all my own businesses, so I don't report to anyone.
Pati yung Oro One. It's
Or-
your own business at you don't report to anyone sa Oro One. Everyone in Oro One reports to you.
Oro1 is not reporting to me. No one from Oro1 is reporting to me.
You are the president, Mr. Yang.
The reason why my name was in Oro1 is because during that time, I rented out the place to them.
Hindi lang ang pangalan nyo nasa Oro One dahil nag-rent lang kayo sa kanila. Bukod sa presidente, kayo ang majority shareholder ng Oro One.
Yes, it was only during that time that they needed help with the permits and all. That's why I was connected with them. It was the bookkeeper who recorded.
Sir, hindi lang kayo hininga ng tulong. Hindi lang kayo tulad ni Guo Huaping na authorized representative ng was it Hongsheng at nakakuha ng letter of no objection sa munisipyo, sa municipal board noon ng Bamban. Sa mga papeles na ito, kayo ang presidente, kayo rin ang majority shareholder ng Oro One. Now, I know that Oro One is a Pogo service provider, pero interesado din ako sa Philippine Steel, Sanja Steel Corporation. Ito yung incorporation documents niya. Ito po. It's supposed to be a steel plant, pero mukhang may Pogo-like facilities din sa loob. May dorm-style facilities, may restricted area na bawal kaming mga Pilipino, meron pang torturer, may tagapalo. Ilan po ba ang foreign nationals sa facility niyong ito ng Sanja?
还有一些就是眼镜进去的地方。那请
Mr. Yang, hindi po ito nakakatawa.
Okay, okay.
Seryosong usapin ito para sa aming mga Pilipino. At kahit hindi kayo Pilipino, kahit Chino kayo, nandito kayo sa aming bansa, dapat seryosohin niyo po yung aming mga tanong at yung pag-translate ni Miss Caroline.
Okay, okay.
谢谢.
谢谢，谢谢。
Yes, Miss Caroline, anong sagot niya? Ilan ang foreign nationals dyan sa facility ng Sanja?
So I cannot confirm the exact number of foreign nationals here at Sanjian Steel Corporation, but I am estimating around 110.
110.
110 Chinese nationals.
Hang in there, Mr. Yang. Pwede pong matanong Yusek Cruz sa PAOK, ilan ang alam ninyong at nako-confirm ninyong foreign nationals dyan sa Sanja facility ni Mr. Yang?
Yes, Madam Chair. During their heyday, we're looking at around 2,000 POGO workers. But ngayon, ma'am, mga less than 300 na lang po.
Alright, salamat po, Yusek Cruz. So, Mr. Yang, narinig nyo yon in its heyday, ang Sanja may mga 2,000 na nalalaman ng mga otoridad namin na foreign nationals dyan. Pero ngayon, less than 300. So medyo malapit, pero malayo pa rin. Kung less than 300, mga 200. Doble sa sinasabi nyong 110. And in any case, why would you need hundreds of Chinese to build steel dyan sa Sanja, Miss Caroline?
Okay, this is because the machines that we have in the steel factories are big, and then we will need 110 skilled workers who knows the technology of steel manufacturing.
Marami pong Pilipinong skilled workers na marunong sa steel manufacturing. 1950s, 1960s pa, may steel manufacturing na dito. Ano yung trabaho ng mga Chinese nationals na yon?
Okay, actually, just like what I said, we need the Chinese for the technical aspect of the machines, like the mechanical operations of the machines. And for example, in one station, there will be 10 Chinese workers working. And then we will just add two Filipino workers, and train them together with the Chinese. And sometimes it will take 1 to 2 years for these Filipino workers to be trained. And then after the training, after they get used to the machine, we will be changing the Chinese. Actually, we do not want really the Chinese workers to work in our factory because there are a lot of factors. First, we need to give them higher salary compared to the Filipino workers.
Yes, lower salaries for Filipinos. Nice.
Yes, and the second is we also have to shoulder their plane tickets to come here to the Philippines. The third reason that we do not prefer the Chinese is because we also need to provide a dormitory for them. And the fourth reason
Why?
is...
Where do the Filipinos stay? On
Uh,
Banig, in common areas? Please proceed, Miss Caroline.
Okay, and then afterwards, the only reason why that we will employ these Chinese nationals to work in our factory is only when they are needed for the technical and the mechanical aspect of operating the machines. That's why we did not hire them just for the sake of hiring Chinese nationals, but because we really need those kinds of skills.
Mr. Yang, sino po yung co-incorporators nyo yan sa One Oro? At paano nyo sila kilala? Malalapit nyo bang kaibigan itong sina Peter Ong, Keng Quan Zheng, at John Paul Gonzalez?
Okay, so the incorporators or the partners are Mr. Cheng, which I call Boss Miao.
Boss
Okay.
Miao.
Miao.
Ito si Keng Quan Zheng.
Yeah, the Mr. Cheng, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Cheng or Miao, Boss Miao. There's also one Mr. Chen. And then there's another one, Mr. C. Okay, so
What about Peter Ong and John Paul Gonzales?
Okay, so Mr. John Paul Gonzales is also known as Mr. C.
Ah, okay. And is Peter Ong Mr. Chen?
I actually do not know Mr. Peter Ong. What I know is perhaps Mr. Peter Ong is related to Mr. C, because Mr. C brought also some other shareholders in this company.
So itong sina Peter Ong, whom you say you do not know, si Keng Kwan Zheng, known as Mr. Miao, at si John Paul Gonzales, known as Mr. C, at yung isa pang Chen. Paano mo sila kilala? Sila ba yung mga kaibigan mo?
So before they tried to contact me, I do not know them. I only know them when they tried to contact me because they wanted to open up a steel factory in Cagayan.